and I feel like I've been on the campaign trail the last couple of weeks. Michelle and I have been on the road on doing radio shows, interviews. Of course, we've been doing a multitude of lives. And today I want to ask you this. How are you supplementing your diet? Because the thing is, you can eat a perfect, well-rounded diet, and we know, because we are part of the paleo community, that our soils are deficient. So if our soils are deficient, our foods thereby are deficient, and that means you're deficient. So what are you doing about it? We're going to talk to John Corne, who is head of business development and marketing for Athletic Greens, and he's going to tell us what his solution is in the Athletic Greens solution. John, what's up, brother?
Keith, how you going, mate?
It's going fantastic. We were talking just a bit about John's so awesome accent. I'm just going to say that accent, John, it like adds 10 points of IQ to whatever you had before from the American point of view.
What's it being Australian?
Right.
I don't know about that. You guys are quite savvy people, and a lot of things that you do. It's there's obvious reasons that I've seen why you guys crush it in sport and the Olympics and and things like that. So I'd say we're pretty even.
But we lack in the rugby area. I'll just say that.
Well, you pick your battles, right?
Pick your battles, right? Yeah. We just have a different form of rugby here. We just put pads and a helmet on them and let them go. But
it's softer.
Softer, yeah. Right on. So, John, tell us, how did you get, first of all, tell us what Athletic Greens is.
Yeah, it's a good question, man. So, Athletic Greens, the company started 10 years ago through our founder, Chris Ashenden. The reason he started it was he was on a very personal pills a day and costing him a couple $100 a month. And he got to a point where he was getting, he wasn't getting any better. And he was working with some top doctors and nutritionists, and he wasn't seeing anything change. He was getting broke because of how much he was spending on his medical and supplements. And so what he decided was, I wanted to have one thing that was I could take once a day that had all the good stuff in there for me, and that was tasty and that could bring happiness to not only himself but everyone else. And that's kind of how it got started. So the product that he created was this 75 ingredient superfood all-in-one greens powder. And he kind of developed this all-in-one space when it came to greens powders, because he chucked in the favorite ingredient or favorite supplement category that he had, putting it all into this one product. And so in there he packed in enzymes, probiotics, prebiotics, superfoods, super mushrooms, adaptogens. So it's all in there in the one formula, and it's there to act as, nutritional insurance. I think you mentioned when we first started the live was, how are you supplementing? We know that the soils are being depleted. We know that the nutrients of those ingredients of the foods that we eat are depleted. Well, Athletic Greens, goes through a process of freeze drying and basically supplementing or enhancing what you get through your diet, with everything that we've put in it. And that's what Athletic Greens, or what our main product, Ultimate Daily, is.
Right. And how are some of the common ways that it's mixed? It can be mixed just straight up with water.
Totally.
In that way, but you can do smoothies with it. You can do pretty much anything with it.
Yeah, you can do a lot with it. The only thing I wouldn't do with it, like anything, is cook with it.
Right.
Like cooking with things, the nutrients kind of get stripped out, and that's one. We cold press and freeze dry everything. But the main way to have it is first thing in the morning, on an empty stomach, when your body's starved of nutrients and your body's ready to take it all in. We pack this thing with a micronutrient dense formula. It's only 60 calories. It's got, less than, 4 net carbs or 2 net carbs. And then it's like almost like your multivitamin, but on steroids, right?
Right.
Mix it with water, suggest cold water, 8 to 10 ounces, depending on how you want to flex the sweetness or the taste. And then, sometimes I pack in a huge smoothie as well. We just found out that, Robin Arzon, who's one of the instructors at Peloton, has a 17 ingredient smoothie and includes athletic greens in there. I'd argue that's a 91 ingredient smoothie.
Right,
So,
right.
oh yeah, so there's a smoothie. I used to do it with smoothies. It all depends on how. So for example, right now I'm doing intermittent fasting and probably a modified keto paleo type diet. And so I have it first thing in the morning, then I don't eat again until about 2 p.m.
Right on. I dig it. And what I know you guys are sticklers about sourcing and where you get your raw ingredients. So can you speak a bit about that as well?
Yeah, so we work really hard in our sourcing. Chris started this company on a zero compromise approach, and he did that from everything through the quality of the ingredient coming in, the way it's manufactured, and then we take that all the way to the external side of things, so our marketing. And the product itself is sourced globally and also locally in New Zealand. And everything is sourced from our suppliers around the world. We have a quality assurance and quality testing done at almost every stage after picking, after it arrives in our manufacturing facility in New Zealand. And then it goes again through everything's being milled and sort of cold and then blended. And after that, we do a test again, because trying to get the same consistency on 75 ingredients every time is quite a process. So yeah, globally sourced, and we always look for the highest quality that we can of that particular ingredient, wherever it might be.
Right. And you guys, I should mention as well, you guys are sponsors of PaleoFX this year, and thank you very much to you, John, and to Athletic Greens for doing that. We certainly appreciate your support. From the business aspect, what is it about the paleo community that is a good fit for Athletic Greens, and vice versa?
Yeah, I think the event itself, it's one of the premier health events, worldwide, or at least from what I hear from everyone. It's like actually my first time down there, and Athletic Greens' first time down there. And I think, speaking about any diet, no one can live the perfect diet, right? We had Rob Wolf on our Inspiring Lives podcast recently, and he spoke a lot about at the party, but still get back to what you were doing, your diet and kind of what your homeostasis is. And where Athletic Greens comes in for the paleo community or any other lifestyle is that nutritional insurance piece. It's enhancing what your body or what your diet is right now, what your body may need. And to give you coming back to this example again, because you mentioned it, the paleo community look for high quality meat, vegetable sources. The food supply and the soil depletion today brings out less nutritious foods. And to deal with these modern stresses and the intense workouts that a lot of paleo people tend to dive into, having supplementation there to kind of protect yourself a little bit is kind of key. And the way Athletic Greens does its formula, which we're quite proud of, is we focus very much on whole foods, so fruits, veggies, and nutrient-rich plants and herbs. And so having a high quality source to go to for the paleo community is an option where we think it's a great option, and we look forward to sharing it with them at the event and before the event and post the event.
Right. Well, I know, like you said, this is the first time you guys have been out to PaleoFX, and I think you're going to be wowed both by the size of the event and the how can I say, the education level of the attendee. Yeah. To the attendee. I mean, it's a very, very educated lay public, I would say. So you guys picked the right demographic, and I know all of the attendees will be happy to have you guys there. You're going to be a perfect fit, along with all the other biohacking and all the all the other gadgets and goodies I like to call the expo floor as a whole. But really, I mean, it's just human optimization. It's a human optimization floor at the end of the day is what it is. And you guys will fit in perfectly there. And we can't wait to have you guys at PaleoFX.
Yeah, and I think, you hit the nail on the head there where you said it's a very educated community. And we love that. We have a lot of ingredients in our product, and we always encourage anyone to do their research on any supplement that they're about to take. We are very open on sort of what's on the back of our package, and people can kind of dive in and have a look on our website and see what's there, learn a bit about it. Always reach out to our customer service for for any questions, or even come and speak to us at the event when you have them. But always do your research first. And we tend to see a lot of people coming to us who know a lot about supplements or know kind of what to look for in them. So we're always excited to see them come through, because they look at ours and they go, wow, there's some really cool people that recommend this product, and so that, it'll be a great event.
Right. And to your point, John, Frank here chimes in and he says 70% less magnesium in our food supply in just the last 40 years. And that's very true. And that points to, to soil depletion.
Again, you cut out there a little bit, Keith.
Oh, I'm sorry. Frank just said that there's 70% less magnesium in our foods than even just 40 years ago. And that points to your point about soil depletion.
Yeah. Yeah, I think it's an incredibly important point. And, we have a high quality magnesium in the product that kind of touches on this, which I know is quite an important, supplement for the paleo community, that amongst, digestive enzymes to help break down like a high protein or protein rich diet. And then the pre and probiotics, you've got to take care of your gut. If that's not working, anything in your body that you're taking in, you might not be absorbing.
Right. And absorption is the big thing. You can be taking it in, but if you're not absorbing it, you're right back to square one.
That's
Absolutely.
right. That's right. We look forward to sharing, at the event, sort of where we differentiate ourselves in absorption and everything else. It does, because with the powder form and with, the high quality, or I guess the food quality of our ingredients, the high bioavailability ensures that it's covering you from a strong standpoint across 5 key areas of health, and that's your sort of your energy, your immunity, your hormonal system, and sort of healthy aging with the antioxidants in there. So, very excited to be sharing all this.
Awesome. Well, again, we can't wait to have you guys on the vendor floor at Paleo FX, and I should point out too that not everybody gets to be an exhibitor at Paleo FX, and you guys can probably speak to this. I mean, you had to pass through lots of hoops to be able to even have the opportunity to be on the floor, and we turn away a lot of companies. So just the fact that they are on the floor means they've passed a gold standard to be there, and that's not just Athletic Greens, but everybody. And I just say that. To say that everybody on the floor in whatever niche they're in are of the highest quality.
Yeah, we love that. We like to put ourselves forward as a premium product for people that really want to find sort of the best, one of the best ones out there. So yeah.
Right on.
Yeah,
all right.
We'll be with the same side by side to some other high quality products as well.
Right. Yeah. All right. Well, we cannot wait to have you guys at Paleo FX. I know you're going to take a pit stop in Houston for some barbecue and crawfish, because it is crawfish season in East Texas right now. You'll enjoy that, and you'll get to have a feel for what the different vibe is between Houston and Austin. So you'll be able to speak to that yourself now.
They've got good barbecue in Austin as well, though, right?
Oh, yes. That's, I'm not going to say anything. Houston might have us on the crawfish side of things, but I'm just saying we've got the barbecue thing, hands down. People in Houston might not like me saying that, but they know it's true. They know it's true.
Yeah. Well, one thing I will say before we jump off is encourage anyone that's going to look into us before the event to do it. There's a special page for the paleo community that we've got live now, which is athleticgreens.com/PaleoFX. You can go and learn about the product. There's a special offer there for the community as well if you have interest. Or we'll be at booth, I think it's 112, right near the speaker stage. So if you have any questions or want to say hi, come down. It'll be myself there and a couple other people from the team.
Right, and I think that link is in the notes for this particular Facebook Live. If not, we'll drop it in the comments. You can mention it one more time, John, if you want, so people catch it verbally. Yeah,
so it's it's athleticgreens.com/PaleoFX. Here, and then we've got the travel packs, which are awesome for the road as well.
Right, and you guys, I'm sure, bringing like a truckload of samples.
Oh yeah, come for a taste. Come for a happy hour.
Right, right. So swing by booth number 122. It'll be right near the POR stage, which will be when you walk into the front of the exhibit hall. It will be to your immediate left, kind of over in that over on that side. You can't miss it. It's the only big stage on the expo floor, and they'll be right over there. That's a prime spot. Peter Bowman hooked you guys up.
Booth 112, I think it's
112. 112. My bad. 112.
Which is still a prime spot. Peter did good. We like Peter.
Yeah, we like Peter too. I dig Peter. Peter's staying at the house right now. He's been living with us for a couple weeks because we're like, you gotta come from San Francisco and come here to Austin to run this bad boy. But yeah, Peter's a rock star. We love Peter.
Cool.
All right, John. I will see you in a few short days. Enjoy Houston. Enjoy the crawfish boil, and come ready to rock and roll, man. You guys are going to work for 3 days. I'm telling you, this is a lively crowd you're getting ready to walk into.
Mate, very much looking forward to it, and can't wait.
Awesome. And one last question. You mentioned New Zealand. So are you an All Blacks fan?
It's a good question. I'm Australian. I'm Australian, so
Right. It's tough.
It's kind of like you're Canada. We're not supposed to like.
Right.
But they are better than us at rugby. That's unfortunately they beat us there.
Right. Well, and again, I'm not a big rugby fan. I appreciate it. Certainly appreciate it. We just don't have that much exposure to it here. But just their systems and processes they have for excellence is fascinating to me. And I've studied them from that aspect, and it's unreal.
Have you read that book by the New Zealand All Blacks coach?
I have.
Yeah,
I have. I can't remember what it is right now, but yes, I have.
Worth a read for anyone out there.
Right. It is certainly worth the read. Excellent book. Even if you don't even know a thing about rugby, it's an excellent book. Well, John, it was great talking to you, man.
You too.
Yes. Enjoy Houston, and we'll see you in Athletic Greens at Paleo FX in a few short days. If you don't have your Paleo FX ticket really quick and you're in the Austin, Texas area, let's call it Austin and 50-mile radius, ATX50 is your code for 50% off expo tickets. That'll get you on the expo floor. That'll get you right up front and center to the Athletic Greens booth, to where you can sample Athletic Greens. Check them out. Check John out. Talk a little rugby. Who knows? All right, John. Take care, brother. And everybody out in Paleo FX world, I will see you back. I don't think I have any more lives today. I think we'll be back tomorrow. Michelle may have a live coming up, though. I'm not sure. Okay. Peace out. See everybody very, very soon. Talk to you later, John.
See you, mate.